Hello and welcome. Today on the sofa we have Teresa, who is running for Wellbeing Officer. Teresa, please introduce yourself and tell us why you're running for this position.
So I study psychology and cognitive neuroscience. I'm in my third year and I've been working in the union for about 3 years.
Okay.
And I'm on the poll committee. I decided to run for this because I see people all the time that come in, and I feel like I know the union really well. I know what we're missing. And I feel like we've got lots of mental health services, but people don't know about them. So I really want to push that forward.
Okay.
And I feel like I've got the passion and the energy to do it.
Brilliant. So going on with that passion and energy, so what's your key motivation that makes you want to run for this position?
I think it's a fantastic opportunity. I'm not ready to leave the union yet, and I feel like there's a lot to offer that people just aren't aware of, and that's what I really want to push.
Okay, so as a uni currently has a nightline, a mental wellbeing and counselling service,
Yeah.
workshops, headspace drop-in session, do you think we need better promotion of these things, or would you rather yourself just be a wellbeing officer and have that instead?
I think it needs promotion, but I also think we've got a wider community that people that don't need these like mental health services.
Okay.
So I'm also like considering like physical well-being, social well-being. So I think we need to like expand the focus on what we're looking at.
Okay, so sticking with the promotion, do you not think the promotion would be better than having a wellbeing officer, with respect, not being trained or anything? Do you not feel that sticking with the promotion is actually just better?
How do you mean? What? Not having a wellbeing officer?
Yeah. Especially someone with no training, because like you haven't done this before. So.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I don't think anyone is doing it at the moment.
Okay.
So I don't think that's a reason to not go for wellbeing and work with other people to get this out there.
So let's say you are elected. What would you say would be your number one priority?
So, like I said, promotion is massive, but I'm also thinking about the wider community. So I was thinking that Victoria Park is quite an unpleasant place sometimes when it's dark, and I think promoting, like getting some like safety on there, working with the council, maybe get some lights, but also just having rape alarms, even just for the security, might need to use them, having torches. So I think Victoria Park is a big one. I also think that the union staff, there's a lot of us, and I think we need some recognition. I think that'd be a lovely way to start getting some like peer reward schemes going.
Okay.
And oh wait.
That's fine. It only has to be one priority. So,
sorry. Okay.
So you spoke about reaching out to the wider people. In terms of students, a lot of students have issues with house prices. They are quite dear. How do you plan on tackling this issue?
Okay, so I would like to introduce a student-based review system for estate agents. So even though we may not be able to tackle the price exactly, you'd be able to go on to this website, have like an effective review system based on, for example, value for money rather than price exactly. How will the estate agents treat you? Because I know some people, including myself, have had some dreadful experiences, and it can be so stressful that we'd hope to make that less difficult going from first year to second year especially. Okay,
so moving on with this claim you've made, how exactly would this idea work? Are there specific criteria for this?
Yeah, I think we should work on developing a system where like you have certain criteria, for example, like I said, like value for money, and just how much students felt like the estate agents helped them, and we could work on like a 5-star review system, 1 being not very good and 5 being brilliant. So
okay, but how exactly is this going to tackle the issues of houses and their expense?
Because it's difficult to go straight in for tackling expense, because obviously you'd have to work with a lot of people to try. You couldn't reduce the house prices. I don't think we'd be able to do that, but you could get students, they'd be able to see exactly what is on offer with a more transparent scheme rather than struggling through each estate agent like you would do.
Okay. So another issue involving the whole idea of expense is food. It's quite obvious that the canteen prices and stuff, they are quite expensive for some students. Do you feel there's any way you could tackle this situation and maybe have some cheaper food?
Yeah, so I plan to get permanent links with Leicester Market. Every now and again they come in and they do free bags of food.
Okay.
I think it'd be fantastic to get permanent, like a mini stall in the square where you can do almost exactly the same. I don't know if you've ever been to the market, but you can get a mixed bag of veg for £1 and that's it.
Okay.
And I don't see why we couldn't bring that straight into the university and keep it permanent.
Okay, no, I think that would be a brilliant idea. Before we end this episode, we're going to do a quick little game. Okay, so this is a word association game. I'm sure you know how this works. I'm going to say out a bunch of words. First word that comes into your mind, just shout it out. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, first word, union.
Brilliant.
Wellbeing.
Brilliant.
Students.
Needing help.
Inspiration.
Me.
Teresa.
Me.
Lust.
Good TV.
Goal.
To become wellbeing officer.
Change.
The union.
Leicester.
City.
Well, thank you so much for coming, Teresa. Good luck with the election.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.